What up, gang? Hey, so, it's your favorite sensei. And so, man, look, I, I'm in a nasty state of procrastination right now. And so, I guess I decided, well, I got a habit, not only of procrastination, but I also do things that I don't want to do when I'm procrastinating on some shit I know I should probably be doing. And so, I'm procrastinating on jewelry making, but I figured, hey, why not make a video, right? And I ain't made I ain't made a video in like years, like maybe like 3, 4 years. I used to try to get on YouTube and talk my shit or whatever, but I ain't stick with that shit. Uh, so I guess at this point, I had came to a conclusion this morning where like I really just wanted to get a little closer to peace with myself, right? So I figured I just would go ahead and do some morning pages and do a little writing and you know what I mean, acknowledge some emotions, acknowledge some shit, right? And I guess I've been burning with this one thing that I heard the other day. It's been a couple things, but first thing was I guess this red pill I got that hey, despite all the magic, right, or lack thereof, believe what you want, right? There's no secret sauce. There's no there's no magic potion for shit, right? It's literally just how willing are you to keep your word to yourself in regards to whatever the fuck you said you wanted to do, you wanted to be, you wanted to have. You know, how willing are you to keep your word to you? And I've been thinking about that shit. I saw I was thinking about that shit, but then there's always these scriptures I get. Have not because you ask not. And so today I asked for peace. You know what I mean? And so I got this wicked idea to take a moment and ask for forgiveness, right? Not from any person, because that's just dumb, but from self, right? And that's one of those miracle lemonade bullshits that you don't think much of it, but I tried it. Or I took a moment to just like forgive myself for shit that I might had half a mind to feel bad about. And it was wicked, you know, because you think about things like forgiveness, grace, mercy, a miracle. And a lot of people have half a mind to think that they're unworthy of these things. I don't know how many books I've read and how many stories I've seen where you fuck around and you get to the end of this life thing and you end up coming back and doing this thing all over again because you didn't feel worthy of whatever unconditional experience that the all end all be all would be when you got there anyway. And you would ask this thing to forgive you, but you'd want to forgive you, so you do it all over again. Don't want to do that. I'm over this shit. The life thing, right? It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I see things completely differently than a lot of people that I come in experience with. And so And it's funny too, because I stopped making videos because I had a moment of imposter syndrome where I didn't feel like I was who I thought that I was or that I proclaimed to be, right? And so here I am trying to make these videos about spirituality and shit, and I'm not even sure if I know how to practice this right. And so, I took the time to do that, for the last couple of years, kind of just building up the book club. And he still shouldn't have stopped, right? But it's one of those things where um, in this forgiveness list, I had to really decide to, I had to forgive myself for trying to be anything more than what I thought I was, because I didn't think whatever I was sufficient enough, right? Like, these be chips, things that kind of weigh the heart, They say good times you put in your pocket, bad times you put in your heart. And, people get heavy because they don't know how to let go. And I remember the last video that I made, it was about surrender. Because I was getting ready to take my leap, my full leap. And I was surrendering to my cause and my path and what I felt like I should be doing, irrespite of whatever the fuck else, whoever thought of whatever, however they felt. And, another one of those, I needed to forgive myself. Because you think you take a full sleep and it's just one leap. It's not. It's a bunch of them. And at one point, you think whatever band-aids you got, whether it be your religion, whether it be spirituality, whether it be magic, whatever, right? Whatever you hold true. You like to think that you could be secure in that, and that this life thing goes smoother for it, and it don't. And so, like, once you get yourself to some shit higher than you, like, there's a deconstruction. That's what the tower is. Like, it is the entropy. It's the things that kind of have to fall away to disorder for things to fall into order. And these might not even be things you asked for. People, places, and things you thought you loved, things you thought loved you, whatever. So, in all of that, I say this to say, as you go on your travels, if you're heavy, and it ain't for me, but it helped me, take the time to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever. Insecurity, whatever you think is holding you back from doing whatever you want to do. Forgive yourself for thinking that, and do something about it. With love from the book club.